This one was one of those that surpassed my expectations, as I've said from before, that did not get distorted with everything at its max volume. Hello everybody, jimmyispromo here, back again with another awesome video, and in today's video we will talk about and review an inexpensive soundbar that'll also bypass your expectations. Now the soundbar does come from Abox. This one is a 2.1 channel soundbar that does have a 120 watt R.M.S. Now in this video I will not be boring you with unboxing this thing because obviously you kind of know where the soundbar was, also where the subwoofer was, and it is packaged correctly and I wouldn't want to ask for anything else. And I also did use the word inexpensive because I didn't want to use the word cheap. Now the sound quality from this thing was definitely above my expectations. It's at the $109 price point, or the $110, and that is at its normal, same, regular price. That's not even if Amazon or if the company Abox was to bring it down and give you a little bit of a discount. Now within the box you will see a warranty card. You'll also have the user manual. There is a couple screws that you are able to use if you would like to place it onto your wall, and if you don't want to place it on the wall and just put it on your TV stand, you don't have to use these, just place it in front of your TV. And I would suggest if you have a TV that's about 34 inches or larger if you are using this sound bar. You'll also have a audio cable. And then this one is a remote that gives you full functionality of everything you would want to do between resetting it, the illumination of the display, also the treble, bass, and then the 4 different equalizers on the bottom. Now the only other thing I would suggest you purchasing, unless if you have this at home already, is the optical audio cable. Now if you don't have one of these, not only will I place the link of the 2.1 soundbar below the video, I'll also place this one below if you would like to get this one as well. So now we're gonna head upstairs. I'm gonna show you exactly what this thing looks like when it is connected and right in front of your TV. So what you're seeing on the front of the soundbar is that you will see 4 indents where you can pretty much see where those speakers are. Each of these 4 speakers are 15 watts, and then that little small rectangular one that is on the right hand side is going to be the passive subwoofer. Now the design is slim and sleek, and it fits perfectly with any television that's 34 inches or longer. Now there is a full 120 watt output that is coming from the soundbar, which is going to be 60 coming from the soundbar itself and 60 from the subwoofer. The 4 preset equalizers is going to be E1, which is music. When you click on movie, it'll say E2. News is E3, and E4 is going to be the 3D sound if you would like it to fill your entire room. Now on the right hand side of the soundbar will be your buttons as well as a USB port. Now if you do not have your remote that is right next to you, if you would like to change the input, you press it one time on the power to change the input, and powering it off or turning it on is with a press and hold. You'll also have your volume up as well as the volume down. On the back of the speaker, you have 3 different inputs, one of them being the optical on the top. You also have your coaxial in the middle and then auxiliary on the bottom. Now for all the information that is surrounding the soundbar in terms of the dimensions, the subwoofer, the power output, the impedance, as well as the frequency response, I'll place all of those in the description below the video. Now, as in all my videos, I always mention to the company of one of the things I would like for them to improve. And one of the things I'd like to improve is when you're switching your input between the coaxial or the auxiliary or Bluetooth, is that when you switch it over into the Bluetooth input, it has a loud beep initially letting you know, hey, you're on Bluetooth. And then right after that, once you are connected and it established a little pairing, then it makes one more little beep. That second beep is perfectly fine. The initial beep when you go into Bluetooth, I don't want that to really be there, or I want it to be extremely quiet. Now, other than that, everything is fantastic. When you are Bluetooth to the speaker, I don't really see many people using auxiliary, but when you are Bluetooth, when you hit on the play or pause on the remote, even if you're listening to music or Amazon, or if you're watching YouTube, it'll actually pause everything that you're doing, almost as if it's kind of like a Bluetooth remote that you just did to your phone. So if you are Bluetoothed in and you're watching YouTube that's on your phone, but you happen to be connected to your soundbar, which I don't see why people wouldn't do that, when you do hit it on the pause, it is pausing it on your phone. And also too, when I was listening to YouTube or listening to music and I was on Bluetooth, I had my phone audio all the way up to its maximum, and then the speaker I had all the way up to its maximum, which is the volume of 32, and there was no distortion. And that is why I think that this one will definitely exceed your expectations. And also, when you place it in 3D or movie mode, you can definitely tell a difference between switching of the equalizers, because a lot of other Bluetooth or other sound bars that I've also used or heard or seen, a lot of times when you're switching between some of these different equalizers, there's not a huge difference or change. With this one, there's definitely a change in between each equalizer. Now, before I end this video, I do want to let you guys know that you don't have to use a soundbar with your TV. Now, it does work perfectly with your TV if you have that optical cable, but let's say that you do want to use the auxiliary port from the very back. You are able to connect it into your laptop or a computer. You can connect it to a tablet if you want to. Bluetooth is 4.2, so it would work perfectly fine with a tablet or a cell phone. So you don't always have to think of it as being with your TV, because you might already have all your TVs with some type of 5.1s or 2.1s soundbars that's already there. So you can connect this into another room that you don't have a TV, but you're able to use it with the auxiliary port. Now, if you do click on this link and you do want to compare it to some of the other soundbars out there with right around the same price range, if you're looking at something that's $100 to $110, you will see a lot of soundbars that's around 70 watts, maybe 90 watts. Some of them could say 100 watts. There's even a lot of soundbars out there that's selling for about $130, $140 that only has 110 or 120 watts. But some of those will also get distorted as you turn it up louder and louder and louder. This one was one of those that surpassed my expectations, as I've said from before, that did not get distorted with everything at its max volume. The treble nor the bass was having any type of a problem being played. Now, I do want to commend Abox for creating a soundbar that was not expensive, but also has every single thing that you would be looking for on a remote, for all the different modes, all the different equalizers, all the inputs that you would be looking for, along with the hardware to not get distorted. Now, if you guys are interested in this product, make sure you guys go below the video, click on that link inside the description. So hope that you guys have liked this video. If you guys did, please give this thing a huge thumbs up. Also, don't forget to hit on subscribe if you have not subscribed already. Hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss any of my future videos. Share this video with your friends and family and anybody else that is looking for something to enhance the sound of their living rooms. And outside of that, I'll see you guys later.